February was a halfway decent month for single-family home sales in Sacramento County. The median sales price increased by about 3% compared to February 2024. In February 2024, the median sales price was about $534,000, and in February 2025, the median sales price was $560,000, which represents about a 3% increase. The thing that's bad, though, is that the number of sales was really low. The number of sales in February 2025 was only 691 houses sold in all of Sacramento County. However, this is kind of starting to be a broken record, is that the inventory is really increasing. The inventory year over year in the months of February increased by close to 50%. So hold on to the very end, because I'm going to show you the trend in the increase in the sales, the median sales price in the months of February. And I'm also going to explain to you a little bit about the absorption rate, which is going to tell you whether or not it's a buyer's market or a seller's market. So stay to the very end and let's get into the numbers. All right, so what we're seeing here is the comparison of February 2024 to February 2025 in Sacramento County. And these are just single-family homes. They do not include condominiums, duplexes, land, nothing like that. And this for 2024. There were 729 single-family homes sold. And then in 2025, it decreased down to 691 units, single-family homes that were sold, and that represents about a 5% decline in the number of single-family homes that were sold. This is what I was saying about the median sales price. It's about, in 2024, it was about $534,000, and then in February 2025, it increased up to $550,000, which is about a 3% increase. And the sold to list price is all, this is always about 100%. Now, these are the average days on the market. And the reason I do average days on the market is because there's less variability in the data. So I don't do median, I do average, because there's less standard deviation in the data. So anyway, in February 2024, there were 32 days that the average days that houses sat on the market. And in February 2025, 38 days was the average, and that's about a 17% increase. Now, the number of listings taken has also increased from 933 to 1,103, representing about a 17% increase. And then this is the main headline story, is that the inventory available on the market jumped up close to 50%. In February 2024, it was only 880 single-family homes in Sacramento County available on the market. February 2025, it jumped up to 1,433. And then this next line shows the number of houses that were expired. And the last line shows how many people had to drop the price of their homes in order to get it sold. And this right here shows the median sales price of single-family homes that increased from February 2023 to February 2024. You can see the increase right there, the trend line going up, and then February 2025, the actual rate of the increase in median sales price declined a bit. As typical in the winter months, the sales price does, the median sales price does decline. And then The absorption ratio, if you look at this highlighted area, I'm going to start tracking this really closely so you can see whether or not it's a seller's market or a buyer's market. But the absorption rate of less than 16.67% indicates a buyer's market, while the absorption rate greater than 33.33% indicates a seller's market. So as we go on into the months for the 2025, I'll be monitoring this. So anyway, if you need to see any of this information on the table for a different county, for even a neighborhood, or different price point, maybe anything, I can pull this together rather quickly, and I'd be more than happy to do that for anybody if they want to see it. So thanks for watching, and have a great day.